held the score as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll let this go deep for runs. That's caught at the 25. That's what it is. He's in for a touchdown. And the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even, they just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. They go play action with Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And
there's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
4th down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Ravens strike first at 3-0. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a small. And this time will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Intercepted.
When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Tried to get it that time to James Crochet, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. And
look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 9.
2nd and 1. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Judon. A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
The extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Raiders 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. He finds Corey Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Vegas, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's good.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
5 yards on the play there, and the drive will continue. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a great return as he's out close to the 40-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. A nice play by them on defense.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Ravens.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete.
From 10 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Ravens 45. Raiders 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Brings up a third.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Rodgers lost the football. It's picked up by the Ravens. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
The kicker on.
So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. It's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
28.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. Man on the left side is Brown. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
the last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And break, the tight end's got it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.